Damn, I seen that snatchback coming. That's when to use a snatchback. Mix. He's already got the matchup won, right? From a mental complex. He's already defeated Verjao, right? This dribble right here. That is not no move. Still shot. The shot. That's the thing with this whole Kyrie and Steph matchup. Regardless how high Steph jumps to contest a shot, fuck it. Let the 3-1 comeback begin. That dribble pull-up. What I was going to say about that. A lot of people learn the dribble pull-up, but they don't know how to commit a dribble pull-up and make it just like a drive, right? And I just want you to look at the 2 dribbles that he takes on this drive and how aggressive those dribbles are, right? Cross, boom, boom. Literally as if he's an actual drive, aggressive, going straight into it. Because that's what's going to force the defender to continue to still go downhill and sell that drive as well. Along with having the base, having the body angles. Then you get to that quick stop. Then you get from A to B quicker than they get from A to B. By the way, if you're a righty and you don't got this right pull-up, you're making the game a lot harder for yourself. Even if you're a lefty, that dominant side hand pull-up, you're going to need it. Because the way I see shit, right, is that if they take away one, how are you supposed to do the same thing the other way, right? Because you're going to get a point where they're going to pick up habits. They're going to be like, okay, he just loves to pull up from that left hand. So we're going to take away that left hand, force him right. But if you work the right way, if you work yourself to not only make a move on one side of your body, but the other side, it's like, okay, take away my left. I'm going to be able to do the same thing with my right. Or take my right, I'm going to do the same thing with my left. Being able to do things both ways. Damn, I seen that snatchback coming. That's when to use a snatchback. Peep this. Peep the release on it. Peep the release on it. Right? Barnes opens up his base, but now he's kind of more so in the position as to where he's going to go and beat him to the spot and not try to stay attached to him. So instead of saying, okay, let me continue to make this driving angle because Barnes is just end up meeting him at a spot, right? Snatchback. When they turn their hips could be an indicator, but also times they could turn their hips and be attached to your hip, which now makes you say, okay, I can still drive. And that's something that James Harden does. James Harden will hit you with this little size ups, right? Boom, tween, cross, tween, cross, do all that shit. But then if you're attached to his hip, he'll still drive and then make his bump as he goes up into his leg and get the foul. So you can still continue to drive. But there's times as to which they open their hips and they could have a good angle to recover. And then, boom, you could hit that snatchback. Now you got it. It's not even something that he may think through. It may just be something you see. And then as you see it more and more, your ability to be efficient and to act instinctually and make that decision like that, like on the fly, just becomes sharp every time. And you don't need to think about it. You're just doing it. I don't know if he's still here, but he said appreciate the sub because he gifted him last stream. It's important just to also realize the shot clock here too, right? A lot of players will see a tough bucket and then try to go and replicate that tough bucket at any time in the game they see the tough bucket, right? And try to do it whenever they want. Give me one sec, Cap. Let me cook, right? They'll try to just replicate it, not knowing the scenario as to which the game is occurring and the move is made, right? So realize this. 9 seconds. Kyrie, get into his moves. Patient. He's not attacking until 7 seconds. He has thrown the bomb onto himself. The shot clock is winding down, and he's going to take the shot, and then he's not going to try to pass it up to another teammate. He's going to create it for himself. Make or miss, it doesn't matter. He's just trying to get the best shot, right? Boom. Clock winding down about 4 seconds now left to this point. If you try to do this with no shot clock in high school, right, with no sort of mismatch on your primary defender, you're going to get your ass subbed out the game. You got to understand time and place. You got to be timely with your moves and your decisions. I'm going to be honest. That may look, he just be on Klay right there. Steph got the turnover, but Klay released his contact a little too early, right? Anytime you make a catch, you can't release the contact early because you try to release the contact early. You allow the defender to now be able to use what they have to their advantage, which is speed, to be able to circle around and tip that pass, right? And that's exactly what Kyrie did. So really notice Klay, right? Pass made. releases the contact. He's no longer holding off. This is all the time Kyrie needs to be able to circle around and get back in front. So you got to make sure that you don't release that contact. Always keep contact through the catch the whole time. The patience in that mid-range area, bro. Hold on. Look, he's going to drive, right? At this point, he's turning this corner, and his priority is no longer to be able to get to the rim. It's to be able to take on that contact right here with Harrison Barnes, right? To prevent him from being able to recover and maintain that angle that he wants to be able to get to, right? Instead of trying to think of what he wants to accomplish later on, he's going to focus what he's doing right now so that he could actually accomplish what he wants to do once he gets to a certain spot. So, boom. Changing the whole rhythm of his dribbles, focusing on that shoulder, keeping that angle on the glass so he could get right here and get to that flow. Transition. And I can guarantee you this. When was the last time y'all went to the gym, right? And you worked on this shot exactly right here. When you worked on this, even if you're by yourself, you don't need no passer, right? You don't need no passer to work on shots like this. All you got to do is literally get your lazy ass up, literally run the length of the floor or run from the half court, how much ever space you have, throw the ball out in front of you, sprint into it, catch it, shoot it, then walk your way all the way back and sprint into another shot. These are things people just don't work on and wonder why they miss them when they get in the game. It's just so smart because Kyrie really just gets to his dribble pull-up when he just has the matchup. Anytime he sees Steph, he's like, okay, I can get to my dribble pull-ups now. Just flips the switch and says, okay, this is where my advantage is. I get over the top of Steph, no problem. He's super physical with Barnes. Realize, like, Barnes is a much bigger player, right? But he's still so physical with it, especially on these drives, even like I showed you before, right? Like, he's getting to his range, and he's just embracing this contact. He's allowing himself just to, not to be controlled, but be the one that controls it. Because if he doesn't embrace the contact with Harrison Barnes, he's going to get pushed right off his line. The ball manipulation, bro. Right here. Sees Iggy. Hands on his pants, too. And he's like, he decides to step in, try to steal that. Boom, throws it right between. Gets to a stop. Bump, bump. If you want to be able to make moves like this, you literally have to love contact. Like, you and contact have to be like this. Even defensively, peep this too, right? You know, I was talking about he was embracing contact as an offensive player with Harrison Barnes, right? Now as a defensive player on Harrison Barnes, he's ready for that contact as well. And he knows he's not going to be able to get up top and block his shot. So what he's going to do, you leave the ball exposed, I'm going to get the strip. Stripped him, right? Pause. Mix. Hold on. He's already got the matchup won, right? From a mental complex. He's already defeated Verjao, right? This dribble right here. That is not no move. Verjao still trying to stunt and bait and try to get back to Thompson on this roll, right? Verjao drops all the way back. Him, by trying to make that stunt forward, drop back, has now put him in recovery mode, and he's now cooked. So Kyrie, hezzy, in and out cross, once again opens up his base. You're big, you're slow. Now I get to my pull-up, and I don't even see you because I'm just too quick and you're just too slow. And I don't care if you're tall. I'm still shooting over those, even if you try to jump as far as you can. Oh, yeah, now Game 7. Now we here with it. Now we here with it. Damn, let that boy. Hold on, let's go back. You got to also realize this too, right? When Kyrie drives, his focus is not even about what he's doing with the ball. The ball is second nature. The ball and him are one. They're tied together, right? So now he's driving. What his mind is more so focused on is making the reads and like kind of getting through the contact too. So he's getting through this, finding his angles. Now he's making the reads. So if you're a player who's making these drives and you're thinking about what you're doing with the ball, you got something else to worry about completely, which is your ball handling in itself. That stop. That stop. Boom, got Klay. Works his way left. Boom. hard tween going back right, because now he worked him left. Now open that gap up between him and Draymond, between Klay and Draymond, right? Boom, bump, cuffs that ball to get through Draymond while he's still working on contact to get Klay off his track. And then he notices Varejao also about to step up, so he's gonna take this right step right here and just go into a float instead of getting to that left and being right in the grill of Varejao, and he just gets it up over the top, gets the bucket. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. At times like this in the game, right? Draymond look. Hey, this is that game too, mind you. This is the Draymond MVP Draymond Green right here. This is that MVP Draymond Green, or could have been. You know what I'm saying? But right here, times like this where it's early shot clock, you know, early in the possession, just bring the ball down. You got to trust yourself. If you have any sort of hesitancy at this point as to take a shot early in the half court, you're gonna already miss it. You got to just go. You can't allow yourself to think. You can't second guess. If you're gonna go, just go. If you're not gonna go, don't go. If you hesitate, don't go. Because the second that you hesitate is now showing yourself that you don't trust the fact that you should do what you're about to do. He did not use one dribble move to need to get past Festus Ezeli. All he used was pace and rhythm. Once you realize you could get by players and not need to use dribble moves and be able to just use your pace and your rhythm, you'll become 10 times harder to guard. Festus Ezeli, slow, relax. Down he makes his go move. Then he gets that little stutter dribble just to slow down Festus Ezeli, and now he could stop and go quicker than Festus Ezeli could stop and go. And now it's just going to open up that lane. Ezeli's going to try to take this one step to be able to get back in front. But Kyrie's functional spring takes him through that hip of Festus Ezeli and gets him right to where he wants to, right around the rim, and Kyrie with his finishing just finds the angle. Just that last dribble, right? Once again, whole drive, right? Just waiting for his angle. Draymond gets in front of him, so he's gonna take this last dribble and say, "I'm gonna get into his body." Now I'm gonna get that foul. You're gonna see it even better on the replay right here. Really notice that celebration was cool. That shit, it's ingrained in your brain in this game, like from this game, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is one of those plays that are ingrained. Right here, notice this left dribble, right? Draymond steps in front. Boom, takes that left and gets into his body. That bump right there, that's the foul. That's all the foul was. Still shot. The shot. That's the shot. That's the shot. That's the shot. That's the shot. Hold on. That's the shot. That's the thing with this whole Kyrie and Steph matchup. Regardless how high Steph jumps to contest a shot, Kyrie's just going to shoot over those. He's going to get up higher. He's going to get up first. He's going to get up quicker. And regardless how much Steph jumps, Kyrie is shooting them over the top of his head.